Hey guys, welcome to another video. I finished another sketchbook. So guess what? We got a sketchbook tour coming. Yes, this video will be flipping through this guy and telling you all about it. I started it on June. It took me about a year to fill. So I started it on June last year, 2024, and I just finished it a few days ago. It's July already, but it was still June when I finished this. So not bad because it has a lot of pages. I think I finished it quite quickly for me because this size sketchbook is perfect for going on my purse, and basically I carried it with me everywhere I went. So I drew a lot more on it than I drew on other sketchbooks that I have laying around the house. So this one was a pretty quick one to fill for me. And I guess that's all I have to say about it. Let's go for the tour. Okay, so let's go for the sketchbook tour itself. This is the one. This has no brand, I think. It's just an A6 size sketchbook, simple one. I don't know the sizing of the paper in it, but it's about 100 grams, I'd say, because it's fairly thin and it's not good to play with water. This first thing is not from the sketchbook. It's just a Dragon Ball poster I got in Lisbon Book Fair. I don't know why it's here. Probably because I was drawing in it in the book fair. I don't know. And these first pages in it were drawn on location. Well, I don't know if I drew all of them on location, but a lot of it I did in a place called Parque das Nações in Lisbon, Portugal. It's a beautiful place. It has lots of different ambiances, lots of gardens, and I love to go there. I made a video on this. I'll link it on the description if you want to see it. And all these drawings were made from that day that I spent with my family there. These pigeons I think I drew back home from photo references or video references I took there. But a lot of these drawings I drew on location. They're mainly landscapes. Some plants there caught my eye because there's a lot of different species of plants there. There's a part in that park that shows gardens from all over the world. So there are a lot of exotic plants. I mean, plants that you don't see often in just one part of the globe. I've got a lot of footage. I've probably shown you on that other video that I was talking about. So it's a very beautiful place and it was very fun to draw there. This particular part of the park is dedicated to the Asian landscape. This lake has carps on it, and every time I visit it I have to go see the carps. I always take some cookies or bread to feed them because they were lots of fun. As a matter of fact, I have a footage. I don't know if it's from that same video I was telling you about or another one, but I have some footage of feeding the carps and the noises that they make. Just, it's just fantastic. I mean, I really adore animals, all types of animals, and I enjoyed myself so much around those carps that day. And this other one is from another part of that park. I don't know how you call this. In Portugal, we call them teleféricos. It's some cabins hanging on some cables, and you can travel from one place to the other in them. So I drew those also. Oh, these statues. I love this part of the park because these statues are in a little lake. They are supposed to be bathers, some women bathing in the lake. Some of them are swimming, some of them are just getting wet, and they're very beautiful pieces. They're made by a Portuguese sculptor, and they're awesome. Beautiful pieces. Here's another one, and here is some flowers from there. Some more plants, and another landscape. I drew all these with colored pencils. In this one, I think I tried to use a little bit of water because probably these pencils were water soluble, but the paper doesn't react too well with water. So it started to buckle and I had to give up. Now this drawing is totally different thing. This is for a collective of artists, the Botanica Collective on Instagram. They give us a reference photo each week. You probably heard me talking about it here in the channel because I draw a lot from their reference photos. And this was for week 4, was one of the first prompts we had to draw in there, and I love it. Again, colored pencils. This spread, it's 2 different things. First, I painted these pages with some leftover acrylic paint, and then I just left it there to take advantage of another drawing day. This is just me drawing some water pump because we were making some repairments here and we had to buy some things to fix the pump. So I drew here some of the parts to better understand how it worked and to know what I wanted when I got to the store. So this is just that. And this is a drawing on location again from Japan's party that happens every year in Lisbon around the end of June. So this was last year's. It was a concert and I drew this. This is another one from the concert. And this page is again that acrylic, that green acrylic on the background. And then I just drew some fruits on top of it. This is another prompt from the Botanica Collective, week 53. So it's about 1 year later. Then I drew it again with just my gel pen. Oh, this is a massive inspiration for me. You probably know that by now if you're here in the channel for a while. This is some seaweed from the Lisbon's Oceanarium. I go there a lot. As you know, I love going there and I always get inspired by everything around me there, but especially the seaweed. So this was me studying a bit of their shapes and colors. This is drawing from the Oceanarium again, some toads and frogs. This is another thing, another completely different thing. This is drawing from a photo reference from Cultura Creative. It's a really quick sketch, just capturing the shapes, you know, and overlapping some of the drawings. And I don't mind. I was just keeping my hand moving, you know. That's fun. More fish from the Oceanarium. In this side of the sketchbook, I pre-painted the page with some inks. I made myself some water-based inks. I made myself, and I've got that video also in here in the channel. I will link it on the description. It's a very interesting video if you like experimenting with inks and creating some new materials. At the time that I did these inks, well, it was quite a long time ago, and I thought they weren't light fast at all, especially, you know, the purples and pinks, because these are always difficult colors to get light fast on. But hey, they're here in the paper and they still look the same. Of course, they're not getting sunlight in here, but they didn't fade yet, so I'm happy. And again, all these drawings from the Oceanarium, I think they belong to another video also. So all these videos that I will tell you about will be linked in the description box below. These 2 fish here were drawn by my younger daughter, and I think they're amazing. Okay, this page again from the Oceanarium. Another fish in there. This is a landscape there also from the bottom of the ocean. All these amazing colors, these shapes. Oh, I love this. I love this. That's a huge inspiration for me. Here I was drawing in a McDonald's. This is a couple that was eating there, the kitchen, and this was drawn from some drawings that were on a package of sugar of a Portuguese coffee brand, Delta, and it inspired me. I used a fountain pen where I put some of that homemade water-based ink I made myself. Another one drawn with the fountain pen. a portrait of my husband. Here I was testing some gel pens that I had bought. I have this video also in the channel. In the same art haul, I bought this ball pen with several colors on it, and I made this little drawing just to test it out. Here again, I was drawing from the Oceanarium. These are the medusas, and they are amazing looking. Very, very beautiful, very dreamy like. I just love them. These pages are adorable. I mean, I love them. More from the Oceanarium. Some anemones. I don't know how you call it. Probably anemone. I don't know. This is a pineapple fish. It's a very, very interesting one. A shark and some other different fish from the big tank in the Oceanarium. This is all color pencil again, because normally that's what I take in there to draw. These 2 pages I drew while sick. I was staying in bed. My head hurted so bad, but I was so annoyed that I couldn't do anything. I was just lying in bed and I was so bored. So I was watching some videos from other artists, and I drew these inspired by the flower shapes that I was seeing in a Gaynor Petals video. She has a YouTube channel, and I really like her. So if you want to go check that out, just tell her I sent you. And that's another one from that afternoon in bed. But this one is from another artist, Denise DeFara. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but I really like her work. The colors she uses, I really love it. If you want to check her out, just tell her I sent you. Here I was just swatching some materials. I was testing out a new palette to go out and about. This was another day on the Oceanarium. This is from the outside. It's mascot Vasco, and this was drawn on the inside. And this is a very funny spread. Well, I'll show you this part first. It was my daughter's Mary's birthday, and she was wearing this amazing dress, really pretty, and these big alien earrings she made herself. And she was so cute that I wanted to capture that, so I drew her. And then my younger daughter, Laura, wanted to draw her sister as well, so that's her version of that drawing. And then she drew her sister again in a clown costume. I don't know why, but she just wanted to, and it's very funny. So I love this page. Brings lots of good memories. Oh, and this is again from the Oceanarium. A bit of a landscape there with a waterfall, very pretty. Some tropical plants there. Because in the Oceanarium, they feature, like in those gardens that I told you about, in the Oceanarium, they also feature the whole world, like one big ocean. So they have parts that are the Arctic Ocean and the Indic Ocean, the Atlantic, the Pacific, you know, all the climates related with the ocean around the world. So this is from the tropical parts of it. And they also have birds there because they live with the ocean. So I also drew these funny looking guys. More fish from the Oceanarium. Oh, and this ugly looking guy. Well, it's not ugly. It's just terrifying for me. I don't know how this one's called, but he is there, and it frightens me every time I look at them. So I drew him. And this page is also very funny, and it brings lots of funny memories with it. This fish has this grumpy looking face, and this day that I was trying to draw him, there was a kid there, an English kid, telling his mother that this reminded him of his grandpa. And they all laughed and laughed, and well, I laughed too because it was really funny. This is more from the Oceanarium, and again some stars and shells. The fish, these ones are from the Indic Ocean, a very colorful part of the Oceanarium. It's very beautiful. And more seaweed, another big inspiration spread for me. And now this is a whole different stuff. This has a story behind it. I pre-painted some pages with some paints I made myself. Again, another experiment and another video here on the channel if you're interested to see. So it will be linked on the description. Like I was saying, I tested the colors that I made here, painting just the pages. I did a lot of them, because afterwards I would be drawing on top of it to see how it behaved, how I could do some drawings on top of it with my colored pencils. So this was the first one, and the exercise here was to look at that first layer and see the darker spots in it and try to figure out a drawing out of it. I was just started tracing some lines I saw there, and kind of miraculously this guy appeared. This big mustache guy appeared on it. So I called him Mr. Mustache. And my younger daughter, again, she found it so cute and funny that she wanted to make a version of it. It's totally different, but that's her version of Mr. Mustache. And I love it. And because I've only painted the right sides of the sketchbook with those paints, on the left side I drew later other unrelated drawings. This one, for instance, is for the Botanica Collective, again, for week 72. This was, again, like this previous one, just looking at the shapes I could find in the first blob of paint and making up a drawing from there. So I got this landscape. This one, again, was the original one, different colors blobbed in here. Then I took the shapes and I made this mystical landscape. It kind of reminds me of the movie. Oh, and I don't remember the name of the movie now, but this tree reminds me a lot of, yeah, I'll write it here. I don't remember right now. And this one was inspired from this one because I loved all these different colors and I kind of pushed it here, and the shapes of the clouds. It was me drawing from this inspiration. Oh, and I drew all this in the hospital. I was going to a lot of doctor appointments because I was getting surgery. So yeah, well, drawing, it's better for preserving memories than taking pictures, believe me. My memory is just awful, but when I draw something, I remember what I was feeling in that moment, where I was, what I was doing. I remember it all clearly. This one, for instance, I was on the hospital's canteen. I was getting lunch because I stood in the hospital a lot of hours and I was hungry. I had to eat. I love this one. This one was drawing from this inspiration again, mixing these colors and trying some new color combinations. I love this one also. These, well, I'll show you this one first. I have a really light color on the ground. It's one of the paints that I made. And I made this drawing from the shapes I could see in it. In this video, you'll see all my process of making these drawings. It's a very interesting video. So I really would love if you could go and check that out after this video, okay? Don't leave it in the middle, just to go check that out. Thank you. So this is my younger daughter's portrait. She was eating at Burger King and I didn't have anything better to do than sketch her. It's a great exercise. These, it's related to those others that are from the same series, you know, with the background painted with the paints I made. And then I just drew these shapes, these fruit shapes on top of it because the colors underneath reminded me of fruit. And on this side, I got inspired by an art book that I was reading at the time. And this is from Ophelia Entre as Flores, which I think in English would be Ophelia Among the Flowers, from Odilon Redon. And I really love this. I love how loose I got into it. I really love the colors. I love everything about it. And this is also from this inspiration. It's another part of the same painting. Not so loose. as this one. So I don't like this one so much, but I still like it. And this again from this series of pre-painted backgrounds with my paints. This one a multicolored one, so I just drew some flowers on top of it. These again from the same series. I made this flower vase on top of it with my colored pencils. I really love this one. I love the colors. I love the looseness, the scratchiness. I love everything about this. So then, inspired by this one, I made this little vase with flowers, also with the roses, because I love the way I drew these flowers here, and I was trying to recreate that, but in roses. This, another one of the series. First I painted the background, then I drew a fish on top of it. This style of fish was one that I used to make a long time ago. I really love it. And then on this side, I tried to recreate that in a mirror image, but in a totally different style. These are flowers and this is more loose. Of course, I was trying to go loose as I always want to. And I really love it. This is another one for the Botanica Collective. This one is week 75. And here's another one from that series. Some blobs of paint. And then I drew on top of it with black and white colored pencil. Oh, this one I love. Another one for the Botanica Collective, week 74. And I love the colors, I love the shapes. I used the pink ball pen to sketch first, and then I painted it with colored pencils with all these bright colors, and I really love it. I love the looseness of it, but at the same time, the shapes are very well defined, so you can really see what they are. It gets that scratchiness in the back. I love it. I think this is very much perfect for my taste. This one is another one from that series, and I got this dreamy image here with these cute little mushroom houses and a mushroom tree in the moonlight. I really like this one as well. This is another one for the Botanica Collective, week 77, and this is week 76 again for the Botanica Collective. This is me studying from a great artist that I really admire, Chantal Joffé. And this painting is all about black and white, contrast, line work, and I really find it interesting. So I made this little and quick study of it. This drawing was made at the sunset in Praia da Figueirinha, which is a beach near where I live. It was on the winter equinox, and it's really magical time, and we always go watch the sunset on these days. This is my husband at the beach. It was cold, so he has his face covered. And more drawings from that sunset. This is again my husband, and this is my older daughter. This is a self-portrait. I'm not very proud of it, but I was trying to mimic this style that I use here for my younger daughter's portrait that I love. So I mixed all the colors together again, as I did in here, the same color palette, but I don't like this one. I love this one though. This is another color swatch page. That's what it is. Here I was drawing with my acrylic markers, the ones with the brush nib. I really love drawing with them. I think they were pretty new at this time, and I was kind of testing them, watching how lighter colors went on top of darker ones. Yeah, that was me testing them. Also in here, some flowers. These are also the same markers, but these are not. I believe this orange is from some, normal felt markers. And then I went with some color pencils on top of it. I really love this page. These are some cute lions. This is a portrait of my daughters. It's very loose. I made it very quickly. It was on my younger daughter's birthday. We went out and the two of them went into a photo booth to take some pictures, and this was one of them. These are some names of reference artists that I want to check out. Sometimes I'm watching other artists' videos and they talk about other artists that they like. Normally I take notes of the names to check them out myself later. That's what this is. This is again for the Botanica Collective, week 87, and another one for week 88. And this is made with a gel pen, a black gel pen, and then colored pencils to give it some color. And here is just a big ball pen with a green felt marker. Here another drawing with the big ball pen at my mother-in-law's. I took a lot of pictures there before I went for my surgery because I wanted to have some photo reference to draw in the hospital if I needed to. And this is one of those. Yes, I didn't draw this at my mother-in-law's. I drew these later in my house from the photo references I took in there. Yeah, and I didn't draw this at the hospital either. Because I just do that for a couple days and I didn't have time. I have a video here on the channel of what I drew in the hospital, and that's a good one. So if you want to check that out, please do after this one. And this was another photo reference I took for that purpose, to go to the hospital. But this one was took here in my house and I love it. It's from, well, I drew it in March, but as you can see, these are autumn fruits. So I took the photo reference, I believe, in October. I really love this drawing. I love the looseness and the scratchiness I got with the colored pencils. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. This is a cat, believe it or not. It looks more like a leopard, but it is me trying to draw cats. I'm not very good at it. And in fact, this is another video that I will link in the description. Is me trying to make an effort to draw cats better. I've got more of these drawings later in this sketchbook. You'll see. This is another drawing for the Botanica Collective, week 89. This is just a spread where I cleaned my brush from some other painting. This is acrylic ink, and then I drew on top of it with a black gel pen. I love this one, and I drew it at my mother-in-law's. This is a vase she has on the table. I love how simple this looks and how pretty the lines are. Oh, there are the cats. I'm happy with this. That other one didn't resemble a cat at all, but these do. These are different cats. This is a short-haired American curl, and these are blue mitted ragdolls. This is a kitty, and this is an older one. I really love the colors and the looseness of it. There are more artists to check out. And this is for another video that will be linked on the description about Art Deco. I was getting inspiration from a very beautiful book that I'll show in that video. The entire book filled with inspiration. If you want to watch it, it's really worth it. And I made this inspired by it. It's just a study. I like it. These two also, the same. This is a color study from that book. And here, these color palettes mixed together and some inspirations from that Art Deco book mixed together as well. This is a quick and loose sketch with my black gel pen of a painting from Pierre Bonnard. And this is me studying the paintings of Patrick Caulfield, which I love. I made a bunch of studies from his paintings. I love this one. And this one, this is the shadow. These shapes are amazing. He's a genius, really. Some more studies of his paintings. And here again, this one is not exactly how Patrick painted. I took some elements from different paintings and put them together in another way. And these, I don't know, I think that's the same, different elements from different paintings. I'm not sure, but I really like this one, the lines and the colors. I love it. This is a study for a ribbon I painted for my daughter when she graduated from university. I really love this. She liked the ribbon. I'll show you a picture here of the final work. And I really liked it too. This is a landscape with different materials. I guess the acrylic markers, some felt pens, and some colored pencils. Yes, this is the landscape from my window, from my bedroom window. I love it. Here I was studying a still life, but I didn't finish. It's okay. I did this with an acrylic marker, and I just like it as it is. I don't have to finish it. This is obviously inspired by the Lazy Redhead. If you don't know her channel, go check her out. She's amazing. She's an abstract artist, and she does a lot of this kind of stuff with very bright colors, really lovely work. I love her. And this was inspired by her. I was just swatching some materials, and then I remembered, okay, I can transform this into a landscape like Ellie does, which is the Lazy Redhead, and I did that, and I love it. I called these two trees in the lake. This is me drawing on the train with my family. We went to Lisbon on my birthday, and that's just a loose, quick sketch from my two daughters, my older daughter, my younger daughter, and this is my husband next to me. And this is the sketchbook on my lap. Oh, this is an unfortunately looking spread. This drawing was made in the same train ride as this one. This is a friend of my younger daughter's, and he happened to be there. He sat right by us, and we were talking. And while we were talking, I drew him. It doesn't look like this. Okay, it resembles him a little bit. This is, looks like a caricature. I'm sorry if he's watching this video. I'm sorry for this. It was just a quick portrait. And this other drawing was for the Botanica Collective, but I didn't finish it, so it is what it is. And now this part of the sketchbook. It's the final few pages, and I went to this exhibition in the National Ethnology Museum. It's in Lisbon. It's a great exhibition. It's about Portuguese colonization. It's really, really interesting because it talks about the myths and the things that we were taught in school that weren't exactly true. A lot of myths about Portuguese colonizations. You know how it is. History is always written by the winners, and probably most of the time they don't tell the story as it was. That's why this was such an important exhibition to visit. I really loved it. And in that exhibition, there were lots and lots of pieces of art, kind of illustrating each part of the exhibition. So I took the chance to draw a little bit in there, not so much because it was a guided visit and I was so interested in learning that I really wanted to pay attention to our guide. So I just made this drawing there. It's a mask. It's kind of a bull. It's an African mask, and it's a very beautiful piece. I have some images from the museum that I can show you here. At the same time, I'll show you some of the drawings I did back home. This one was made on location. The other ones were not. This one is not finished. It's a sculpture, a very interesting sculpture. And I was using the acrylic markers and the colored pencils on top of it. These drawings I made with some mechanical pencils that I got from Four Candies. I made a video on this. They are really good. This is a 4B lead and it's amazing. I love drawing with it. This was drawn from reference photos I took when I was at the museum. And this also, this is a beautiful black and white fabric that was there and really caught my attention. This is a beautiful piece. Also, these drawings are not only from the exhibition that I went to see, but from other parts of the museum as well. And that's it. After this, I just have some swatches, random swatches, personal stuff written in here, and another drawing of my younger daughter. She made this. More swatches of the palette that I was using at the time in this sketchbook. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a very good time filling this guy and showing it to you now, remembering all the memories while I was drawing on it. It's always fun to look back into memory lane. So I hope you like it. So please tell me, what was your favorite spread of Hold This Sketchbook? Just write it in the comments, okay? So thanks for watching. Please like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.